Okay, so today we're diving deep into something I think we all crave: abundance.
Ah, yes.
But we're going beyond dollar signs, right? You're looking for a richer definition of this whole idea.
Absolutely.
So that's where Deepak Chopra's book comes in: Abundance, The Inner Path to Wealth.
Such a good one.
And I know you want to grasp this quickly, efficiently, right?
Definitely.
So we're going to unpack both the philosophical and practical sides of his approach.
Sounds good.
But here's the kicker. Ready for this? Chopra argues that scarcity, that feeling of never enough, it's an illusion.
It's a powerful statement for sure.
And it makes you think, doesn't it?
It really does. And Chopra kind of throws down the gauntlet right away, redefining abundance completely.
Oh, how so?
He argues it's not about material stuff, it's this state of total well-being, emotional, spiritual, and material, all rolled into one.
So imagine feeling truly abundant no matter your bank balance.
Right, how freeing would that be?
Talk about peace of mind.
It totally challenges that success equals money equation we're all bombarded with. Like, there's a deeper well of satisfaction we're missing.
And that leads us right to mindset.
Yes.
Chopra digs into the difference between a scarcity mindset and an abundance mindset.
Hugely important.
You know that person always stressed about money even though they're doing okay.
Oh, yeah.
Trapped in scarcity thinking.
Fear of not having enough.
Yeah.
And it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, you know?
How so?
That constant focus on lack, it blocks the flow. They miss chances because they're so afraid of losing.
Versus someone with the abundance mindset.
They see enough for everyone. There's this generosity and peace.
This sounds great, but is it just like positive vibes only?
It's deeper than just thinking happy thoughts. It's a deliberate choice to shift your outlook towards trust in the universe's abundance.
So not ignoring real problems, but approaching them from a different place.
Exactly, from possibility, not fear.
Think about your own experiences for a sec. Do you worry about not having enough? Or do you generally approach life with trust and openness?
It's eye-opening to recognize those patterns in ourselves.
It really is.
And Chopra takes it even further with this idea of awareness.
What does he mean by that?
He says our awareness literally shapes our reality. Our thoughts, beliefs, all of it influences what we experience.
So to get more abundance, we need a more abundant way of seeing things.
Exactly.
Okay, so how do we do that? He mentions mindfulness and meditation.
Yes. Being present, watching our thoughts without judging them, that helps us detach from those scarcity thought patterns.
And meditation specifically.
It quiets the mind.
Yeah.
So we can tap into a deeper level and connect with that source of creation Chopra keeps talking about.
That's where it gets interesting.
It really does.
Because then we can work with intention. And he's super clear, this isn't just wishing.
No.
There's a difference between a vague wish and a powerful intention, right?
Huge difference. An intention is a conscious choice with focused energy directed toward something specific. You're aligning yourself with the creative forces of the universe to manifest what you want. Like, picture an archer aiming at a target.
Okay, I'm visualizing.
A wish is hoping the arrow hits something. Anywhere.
Got it.
Intention. You're picking your target and putting all your energy into hitting it.
I like that analogy.
So according to Chopra, how do we set those effective intentions?
It's clarity, trust, and emotional commitment, isn't it?
Precisely. You have to be specific about what you're trying to attract. Cultivate deep trust that the universe supports you, and bring an emotional connection, a real belief in what you're intending.
All of that's easier said than done, though, right? What about our fears, our limiting beliefs?
Absolutely. We all have those inner critics whispering doubts in our ears. Chopra acknowledges overcoming those isn't easy. It takes facing those fears head on and making a choice to shift our perspective.
So, like, identify those limiting beliefs and question them.
Right. Where did they come from? Are they really true? Or just echoes of past experiences?
Almost like holding them up to the light and seeing if they still hold any weight.
Exactly. And once you've done that, you can start to replace fear with trust. Trust in yourself, trust in the universe, trust in the process of life unfolding.
And to help with that, Chopra brings in gratitude.
Powerful concept. He doesn't see it as a fleeting feeling. It's a practice, something you do to shift your energy from lack to fulfillment.
And there's actual science backing this up, right?
There is. Gratitude's been shown to reduce stress, increase happiness, even improve physical health.
Yeah.
Chopra gives us practical ways to weave this into our lives.
Like what?
Keeping a gratitude journal. Each day, jot down things you're thankful for, doesn't matter how small.
Simple but powerful.
And expressing appreciation to others, letting them know you value them.
though.
Just taking a moment throughout your day to reflect on your blessings. Notice the good around you. It's almost deceptively simple, but the impact can be profound. Try it for a week, see how it shifts your outlook.
I think I will. But it's not just about personal feelings, right? Chopra connects abundance to living with purpose, too.
Absolutely. It's not about piling up wealth, but aligning your life with what brings meaning and joy.
And he believes the universe supports those who live that way.
Yes, acting with integrity, generosity, intention. He encourages us to ask ourselves some deep questions to figure out our purpose. Like, what brings me joy? How can I use my talents to serve? What kind of impact do I want to make on the world?
It makes me wonder, when you're engaged in something you really care about, something that resonates deeply, doesn't abundance seem to flow more naturally?
I think so. You attract the right resources, the right people, the right opportunities. Because you're operating from a place of passion and inspiration. Like the universe conspires to support you.
Okay, so let's recap some of Chopra's practical steps for manifesting abundance. He suggests daily meditation to quiet the mind and connect with yourself. He encourages mindfulness to stay present and aware, and he stresses the importance of setting those clear intentions and taking actions that align with your goals.
He also reminds us to embrace gratitude as a daily habit, to let go of those limiting beliefs and fears that hold us back, and to trust that the universe supports us.
And to find ways to serve others, to contribute to the greater good.
All those practices, they're interconnected, creating a holistic approach to shifting from scarcity to abundance. It's not about picking one or two, it's about weaving them all together into a new way of being.
It's about creating a synergy between them, letting them work together to transform you.
Exactly.
But the ultimate point, according to Chopra, abundance isn't something you achieve, it's a state of being.
He suggests you already possess everything you need. You're already whole, connected to that infinite source of creation. It's about dissolving the illusion of lack and realizing your inherent fullness.
So true abundance, at its core, is about cultivating inner peace, love, connection. And when we embody those qualities, they naturally flow outward, right? Into our relationships, our work, even our finances.
It all starts with that inner transformation.
And that's a journey we can all embark on.
Absolutely. Now I'm curious, what's standing out to you so far? What resonates with your own experience of abundance?
So we've been talking about abundance, scarcity, all that good stuff. But how do we actually live this?
Right. Where do we start putting it into action?
That's the big question.
One thing that really stuck with me, Chopra explores these 7 spiritual laws of success.
Interesting.
And these aren't get-rich-quick schemes.
No.
They're about aligning yourself with a natural flow of abundance in life.
I like that, aligning.
And one that seems especially relevant, the law of detachment.
Oh, yeah. Tell me more about that one.
It's about letting go of needing to control the outcome
Okay.
and instead just enjoying the journey.
That sounds challenging.
It is. But it doesn't mean we abandon goals.
No.
No, it's more like loosening our grip on how we think things should happen.
So setting sail, but being open to where the wind takes you.
Exactly. Even if it's not the exact island you plan to land on.
I can see that.
Think of it like planting a seed.
Okay. Yeah.
You nurture it, give it what it needs, but you can't force it to grow on your timeline.
You got to trust the process.
Right, so instead of stressing over every detail, we embrace the mystery. Trust that it'll blossom in its own time.
And maybe into something even better than we imagined, right?
Exactly. Letting go of that rigid control, it creates space for possibilities.
I love that. Possibilities. Makes me think, how often do we limit ourselves by holding on too tight to expectations?
All the time.
True abundance almost requires this willingness to let go, be surprised.
It's this beautiful paradox, isn't it?
Right.
Surrendering control actually opens us up to more.
More abundance. More good stuff.
And that ties into another thing Chopra talks about, the interconnectedness of it all.
Oh, yeah. That's a big one for him.
This is where that law of least effort comes in, aligning ourselves with the rhythms of the universe.
So recognizing we're not these isolated beings.
Exactly. We're part of a web. And everything we do, think, even intend, has ripple effects.
Bigger than we can even see sometimes.
Way bigger. It's like dropping a pebble in a pond. Those ripples go far.
They touch everything.
Exactly. So it becomes less about me and more about we, contributing to a better world for everyone.
That's a powerful shift.
It changes everything. When we understand that connection, we act differently. More awareness, compassion, responsibility,
It's like our well-being becomes tied to everyone else's well-being.
and that ultimately benefits all of us.
This makes me think about his emphasis on giving and receiving, too.
Absolutely. Another piece of that interconnected web,
How so?
he links it to the law of Dharma, finding our purpose, expressing our unique gifts. And part of that, he says, is giving freely,
Without expecting anything back.
without expecting anything back. Sharing our talents, our time, our energy.
So not just material giving, then.
It can be, but it's broader than that. Knowledge, kindness, compassion, love, anything that enriches others' lives.
Think about how good it feels to help someone.
Right. Or offer a genuine compliment. That feeling of expansion, that's a taste of this abundance.
It's true. And it's funny how when you focus on giving, you often find yourself receiving, too.
All the time. That's the beauty of it. You get into this flow, and you start seeing abundance everywhere.
Like the beauty around us, acts of kindness, those little synchronicities.
Exactly. It's like putting on new glasses, and suddenly the world is full of possibilities.
Speaking of seeing things differently, Chopra talks about intuition, too.
Yes, that inner wisdom. He links it to the law of pure potentiality,
What's that one about?
tapping into this field of infinite possibilities within us. Our intuition's like a bridge to that field,
Guiding us.
nudging us in the right direction, helping us align with our highest potential. But it can be hard to hear, right?
It is. All those thoughts, fears, doubts, they drown it out.
Like trying to hear a whisper in a hurricane.
That's a good image.
So that's why practices like meditation, mindfulness, they're so crucial. They quiet the storm inside.
So it's not just calming the mind, but creating space for that inner wisdom to come through.
Exactly. Learning to trust that inner compass, even when it leads us somewhere unexpected.
Sometimes those detours turn out to be the most amazing part of the trip, right?
Think about it. What if we saw those wrong turns as chances to grow, to discover?
That's a good reframe. It's so easy to resist those twists and turns.
We fight them instead of embracing them. Chopra says it's not just about what we get, but WHO we become along the way.
That's a good point.
True abundance is an inner state. It's feeling rich from the inside out, no matter what's happening outside.
So it's less about chasing external stuff and more about cultivating gratitude, trust, living with purpose.
Exactly. And when we embody that, abundance naturally flows into all areas of our lives.
Deeper relationships, meaningful work, better health, even our finances.
It all starts with that inner shift, a willingness to let go of scarcity and embrace possibility.
Powerful stuff.
So here's a question Chopra poses that I want you to consider.
Okay, I'm listening.
If you knew you could not fail, what would you dare to dream?
Wow.
What would you create if you truly believed in your limitless potential and in the boundless abundance of the universe?
That's a big one.
Sit with that. Let your imagination run wild. See what comes up. Because the truth is, you're capable of so much more than you think. And when you align with this flow of abundance, the universe conspires to support your wildest dreams.
That's a beautiful thought.
And it's true. Now, I'm curious, what's really resonating with you from all this? Is there something that's sparking something inside?
You know, as we wrap up our deep dive into abundance with Deepak Chopra, one quote keeps coming back to me.
Oh, which one?
It's this: in the midst of movement and chaos, keep stillness inside of you.
Ooh, that's a good one.
It's so simple, yet so powerful, especially these days when everything feels so hectic.
I know what you mean. It's like he's giving us permission to find that quiet space within.
That inner sanctuary, no matter what's happening around us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that stillness, that inner peace, that's the foundation for all of this abundance stuff.
You think so?
Yeah, when we're grounded in that stillness, we don't get so swept up in the fear and scarcity.
We're less reactive, more centered.
Imagine standing firm in the middle of a storm.
Wow, that's a great image.
That's the kind of inner strength we're talking about.
And from that place of strength, we can make better choices, right? Take actions that are more aligned with who we truly are.
Precisely. And that's when abundance flows more naturally.
It's like we're radiating a different energy, one that's in sync with the universe.
Like tuning into the right frequency.
I like that. But of course, this journey isn't always easy.
Oh, absolutely not. We're human, right? We stumble. We fall back into old habits.
Scarcity thinking creeps back in.
Chopra talks about this with the law of intention and desire.
Right.
He compares setting an intention to launching a rocket.
Okay, I'm following.
But the rocket doesn't always go straight, does it?
No, there are course corrections along the way.
And those corrections, they're part of it. They're opportunities to learn, to refine our intentions. And sometimes
sometimes.
They lead us to something even better than we originally planned.
So those setbacks, the times we feel like we've messed up,
They're not failures. They're redirects.
redirects.
Like the universe nudging us towards a different path, one that might be even more aligned with our purpose.
I never thought of it that way.
So Chopra encourages us to trust the process, even when it feels messy.
Surrender, right.
Yes. Surrender to the wisdom of the universe. There's a bigger plan unfolding, even if we can't see it yet.
And that surrender piece can be so hard.
It can be terrifying for some people.
But it's not about giving up, is it?
No, not at all. It's about letting go of the need to control everything.
Chopra talks about this with the law of detachment.
Exactly. It's letting go of that rigid attachment to a specific result and just enjoying the ride.
Like a river flowing to the ocean.
Oh, I love that analogy.
It doesn't bulldoze its way through obstacles.
It flows around them, adapting, finding the path of least resistance.
So surrendering to the flow of life. Trusting that the universe, even if it looks different than we expected.
And when we surrender, that's when the magic happens.
Magic.
Miracles, synchronicities, unexpected opportunities.
Yeah.
It's like we're saying, okay, universe, I trust you. I'm open to whatever you have in store.
It's scary, but exciting too.
And here's another thing I've been thinking about. Abundance isn't just about receiving.
No.
It's about becoming a conduit for it, letting it flow through us and out into the world.
Like a channel.
Yes, like we become part of this greater flow of energy.
We receive and then we share it, amplify it.
Exactly. And that creates a ripple effect. More abundance for everyone.
That's a beautiful thought.
So as we wrap this up, think about this. How can you become that conduit?
How can we share our gifts, our talents, our resources to make a difference?
Even small acts matter. Kindness, generosity, compassion, they all have a ripple effect.
And remember, you are abundant. You already have everything you need within you to create an amazing life.
Trust the process, embrace the journey, and be open to the possibilities.
This has been The Deep Dive. May your life be filled with abundance.